I had William Lord Garrison telling me to pay no mind to the Constitution because it was a flawed document and it should be torn up and rewritten. Well, that's what they were telling me about the Bible as well. So, once you read for yourself, then you know what your rights are. You can go find your rights at any time. If you women go to a ballot box today and somebody at the ballot box challenges your rights, you have to know where your rights are derived, right? It's not enough to say, well, I think I have the right to vote. You have to say, yes, according to this Constitution and the 19th Amendment passed in 1920, something that I never saw, I have the right to vote. So you have to know. And so that's how this is for you. So then now you have a Constitution, right? You have the proof of your rights. So this was a problem at the time, is that the women had so much privilege that they didn't know they had rights. They had fine bags, fine hats, a car to drive, a carriage to drive, children, but none of those things belonged to the women. You were married to a man, and once you married a man, then everything that you had belonged to him. And if he passed away, he would leave that in a will to your brother or his son or whoever, but you would never own that property. You would never own those things. And so this is what the women were fighting for at that time. They didn't get, well, to find the fact that, hey, I have so much privilege. I haven't even thought about that I have certain inalienable rights that are endowed to me by God himself. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that all men and women, which it says right here, are created equal. Okay? So you have to keep agitating for your rights. You can't, once we passed the 15th Amendment to have a black man the right to vote, we didn't stop there. We kept fighting. Because everybody has a different idea of what a more perfect union is. And just because you win a particular election and you feel like you've arrived at your more perfect union, there's someone else who thinks a more perfect union is something different. So as soon as you start resting, then they have the advantage to bring about what they think is a more perfect union. You have to continually fight for your rights. So what are you all fighting for today in this society?
All right.
Right. Equal
You're right.
right. Equal right.
Equal rights.
Voting right.
Voting rights. Right. You have to continue to fight for the elective franchise. You have to continually fight for the elective franchise. You want to continually be able to go to the ballot box and have your voice heard. But I would tell you this, two things. Once you can read, you will be forever free. Mm-hmm. Like I told the young lady here, you have to be able to read the Constitution for yourself, not just listen to what other people tell you is in the Constitution. That's why I keep the Constitution right here by my breastplate. Because if there's any doubt about what it says, well, let's check the facts.
Yep.
And then the next thing, of course, is a man's rights, a woman's rights are derived by 4 boxes. First, the ballot box. That's the elective franchise. The jury box. The soapbox. I'm standing metaphorically on the soapbox now, exercising my right to free speech. And fourthly, the cartridge box.
Really? Guns?
Yes. These are the 4 boxes of our body politic, how we live the Constitution. There is a literal Constitution that is on paper, but it is not a dead letter. It is lived in all of us. And so the way we live the Constitution is through these 4 boxes of our democracy. The soapbox, the ballot box, the jury box, and the cartridge box. And as long as we keep these 4 boxes of our democracy, of our body politic, even, then we're setting on a stable democracy. But don't let one of these boxes get bigger than the other. you'll find yourself tilting and the democracy becoming very unstable. You understand? So that's how you use your civic engagement, and what these ladies that are leading you, your ancestors are leading you. They set the table for you. They continue to fight for your democracy.
Frederick, I have a question for you. We have several women's rights men
Yes.
here today.
Yes, I'm so
And then,
glad to see you supporting the women. Yes.
yeah, and I understand you identified as a women's rights man, correct?
Absolutely.
Now, you were in that building, right?
Yes, ma'am. On Sunday,
How did you feel?
I felt so humble that the women would actually ask me to speak. Maybe I might give them a bit of the speech that I
Please
did
do.
that day.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it was such an honor to have Mrs. Stanton and Mrs. Mott invite me to speak. And so what I said to that day to the women, I come to this platform with unusual diffidence. Although I have been long identified with the women's suffrage movement and have often spoken in its favor, I am at somewhat of a loss to know what to say on this really great and uncommon occasion where so much has been said. When I look around on this assembly and I see the many able and eloquent women full of vigor and speech, I would not now speak, but for my early connection with the cause and having to do with this council. Men have very little business here as speakers. And if they come here at all, they should take the back benches and wrap themselves in silence. For this is an international council, not for men, but for women.
Yes.
And woman had all there is to say in it. This is her day in court. I've heard many men speak on this subject, some of them the most eloquent to be found anywhere in the country. But I believe no man, however gifted in thought and speech, can voice the wrongs and present the demands of woman with the skill and authority, with the power and authority of woman herself. He can neither speak for her, nor vote for her, nor act for her, nor be responsible for her.
That's right.
And the thing for men to do in the premises is just to get out of the way and give her the opportunity to exercise all the power inherent in her individual personality. Her right to be and to do is as full, complete, and perfect as the right of any man on earth. I say to her, as I say to the colored people, give her fair play and hands off.
Right.
There may be some well-meaning people who have never heard a woman suffrage speech, never went to another woman suffrage conference, never read a woman suffrage newspaper, and they may be surprised that those who speak here do not argue the question. The demand of the hour is not argument, but assertion, firm and inflexible assertion which has more power than the force of an argument. If there's any argument to be made, let it be made by the opponents, not by the friends of the woman suffrage. They will find not one reason, not one consideration that can be urged supporting the right of men to vote that does not equally support the right of women to vote. When I ran away from slavery, it was for myself. When I advocated for emancipation, it was for my people. But when I stood up for the rights of women, well, self was out of the question, and I found a little nobility in the act. Time itself is a very conservative power, that what is, always was, and always will be, world without end, young ladies. We have heard this argument before. Man has become so accustomed to command and woman to obey that both parties in the relationship have hardened into their respective places and thus has piled up a mountain of iron against woman's franchisement. Such a truth is woman's right, equal liberty with man. She was born with it. It was hers before she comprehended it, and no custom law or usage can ever destroy it. So the women who have thus far caused this agitation have already embodied Theodore Parker's 3 grades of human greatness. First is greatness in executive and administrative ability. Secondly, greatness in the ability to organize. And thirdly, in the ability to discover truth. It is seen in the steady growth of the movement, not only in this country, but around the world. And it is heard in the mantra of my newspaper whenever it is read out loud, right is of no sex, Truth is of no color. God is the Father of us all, and we are all brethren.
And
Thank you.
sisters.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great, great,
Thank you so
great,
much.
great.
So,
Thank you.
agitate.
Agitate.
Agitating.
Good trouble.